excited for all of you to be joining me today. Now, it's really important to stay active and to keep those legs moving, which is why this workout is all about our lower body. Now, if you're headed back to the club, make sure you check out the crowd meter before arriving. It's this cool new feature in the Planet Fitness mobile app that can help you avoid those busy times at the gym. Today, we're going to be working our lower body in our stretching and abs area, which is a great place to work on tightening those core muscles or to grab a mat and stretch it out after a great workout. Now, if you're joining me from the club, go ahead, grab some dumbbells and a foam roller. And if you're joining us from home, don't worry, you can simply substitute the dumbbells for something like water bottles, books, or even soup cans. And you could substitute the foam roller for something like a tennis ball. Now, I'll be showing you each exercise both with and without weight. That way you can follow along at a pace that fits you best with the equipment that you have. Make sure you take breaks when you need to, and let's get started with a warm-up. You've got this. All right, guys, so for our warm-up, we're going to start with a side lateral step. Or if we had a speed ladder, you would be pretending that you're using a speed ladder, but we don't have one, so we're going to pretend. So when you lift up your left leg, you're going to lift up your right arm, and then you're going to switch, and you're going to go sideways, okay? We're getting that lateral motion, but we're going to speed it up a little bit, okay? So we're going to go a little bit quicker. All right, you guys ready? We're going to go back and forth in 3, 2, 1, and go. Opposites. Good. And switch directions. You've got this. All right, we're going to go non-stop. You've got this. And switch. Good. Getting that lateral movement in there, getting the blood flowing to the rest of our body. And keep going. Make sure you got those alternating legs. So when your left leg's up, right arm's up. It's really easy to kind of switch the two. Even I mess it up, but it's okay. Keep moving, guys. Ready? And go. Keep going. You're almost done. You're doing great. Make sure you're breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Good job. And done. All right, we're going to do some self-myofascial release with our foam roller. And if you're at home, you can use a tennis ball. I happen to have a field hockey ball with me, so you can use anything, something that's in a circular motion. The tennis ball is a little bit better because it's a little softer, but a field hockey ball will work also. So we're going to start by foam rolling our calves. So what we're going to do is you're going to sit on the mat. You're going to cross one leg over the other. So let's start with our right calf on the foam roller. And what you're going to do is you're just going to lift your butt up a little bit, and you're going to roll the foam roller until you find a knot. It's going to feel a little discomfort, and we're just going to hold this for 20 seconds, okay? All right, ready? In 3, 2, 1. Hopefully you found that spot, and we're just holding. And I know it's not the best feeling in the world, but it's kind of like when you ask somebody to massage your back because you got a knot, and it kind of hurts really bad at the same time, but also feels really good. That's the feeling we're going for. And we're not rolling it back and forth. We're just holding it on that spot. Okay? Good. And keep focusing on your breathing. Don't hold your breath while you're holding these. We're just letting that knot release. We're using self-myofascial release. And gently release. You're going to bring your butt back down to the mat, and you're going to switch legs. So let's cross the right one over the left one. So your left leg is on the foam roller, and you're going to lift your butt up, roll it around until you find that sweet spot or that sore spot, and we're going to hold it there. Now, if you've got a ball at home, you're going to do the same exact thing. You're going to simply cross your leg over, lift up your butt, kind of roll it around till you find that spot. Woo, there it is. And hold for 20. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and we're holding. Great, good. And again, not the best feeling in the world, but it's going to help get rid of those knots that form in your muscle fibers, and it's going to help your muscles work more efficiently. Good. Almost done. Hang in there. Good. And gently release. Awesome. We're going to switch to the hamstring. So same thing. You can roll that ball around. We're going to bring our left leg back, and we're going to bring up our butt again, but we want it on our right leg. So if you have the foam roller, you're going to roll it around until you find that sweet spot. Once you found it, right there. All right, we're going to hold. All right, everybody found their spot? We're holding for 20 seconds. And go. Good. And again, I know it's not the best feeling in the world, but it's going to feel better after once we get through it. So hang in there with me. We're just working out those knots using self-myofascial release. Good. We're getting our hamstrings now, and then we'll do our lateral thigh after this. Good. And again, we're not rolling around on it. We're just holding it in the same spot. All right, great job. Gently release that one. Bring that butt back down. And we're going to switch to the other side. I'm going to use the hockey ball to kind of show you what it would look like with a hockey ball. So again, you're just putting that ball underneath that other leg. You're going to lift your butt up, kind of roll it around until you feel pressure, and then just let it sit there once you find that achy spot. All right. If you don't have any weight, you can kind of just press in there until you find a knot and hold. It won't be as effective, but you can still get some of the self-myofascial release that way. Almost done. Good. And gently release. All right, we're going to do our lateral thigh. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn on our sides. Our back leg is going to be bent to support us behind that first leg. So I'm on my right leg with my left leg behind. And you're going to roll it up and down the side of your thigh until you find that sweet spot, right? And you're just going to hold. And if you need extra support, go ahead, put both hands down. Woo. Once you find that sweet spot, you're going to know. We're holding for 20 seconds. Ready? And go. And guys, again, hang in there with me. It's not the best feeling, but it's going to feel better afterwards. We're just working out those knots. Good. So this might be around your vastus lateralis or your TFL area. It's kind of like the side of the leg. Good. Almost done. And gently release. All right, so we're going to switch sides. I'm going to try using the hockey ball to show those at home what it would look like. And again, you're going to get that ball on the side of your leg. Your other leg's going to stay behind, and you're going to roll it around just until you find, ooh, that sweet spot. That's how you know you found it. You might make a little woo noise. And once you found it, we're going to hold for 20. Ready, guys? And holding. Good. We're almost done. And again, we're not rolling around the whole time. You just roll around till you find that spot, that sore spot, and then you hold it there for 20 to 30 seconds. Okay? Good. Almost done. And gently release. Perfect. All right, we're all set with those. So you're going to put that foam roller and or hockey ball or tennis ball aside, and we're going to move into some dynamic stretches. All right, so we're going to start with a hip opener. So for our hip opener, we're going to start feet shoulder width apart. We're going to bring our knee up, and then it's going to open up outwards and back down, okay? All right, we're going to alternate each side nice and slow, and we're going to go for about 20 seconds. Ready? And up and over. Good. Up, up, and over. Up and over. Up and over. And you want to do it nice and slow. You don't want to kind of like swing the motion. You want to make sure you bring that leg up, then open it, then bring it back down. Okay, so up, over, bring it back down. Up, over, bring it back down. Last one, and bring it back over. We're just opening up those hip joints. All right, now we're going to get a little bit of a hip flexor. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into a lunge, and then we're going to add a side bend. So you're going to feel it pull all the way down your sides, a little bit in your lats, and a little bit in the obliques. All right, so to the side, then we're going to come back up and switch sides. Okay, and switch, lean, and come back up. And if you want to make this easier, just kind of take your time with it. Get into the lunge first, then do the side bend, bring it back, and switch legs. All right, and then to the other side. So you're always leaning towards your front leg. So if your left leg's going forward, you're going to lean towards the left. And if your right leg's forward, you're going to lean towards the right. And done. All right, we're going to take that lunge, but now we're going to twist with it. So we're going to start with our right foot forward, and now we're going to twist towards the right. So you're going to feel it again, pull down that left side and bring it back. And we're going to do the other side, twist away, hold, and bring it back. Good, and switch sides. So you're always twisting towards the direction of that front leg. So if your left leg's forward, you're going to twist towards the left. Bring it back and switch sides. All right, keep going. We're just loosening up and stretching those muscles. And done. All right, let's get into that workout. So for our first workout, we're going to do a Romanian deadlift or a straight leg deadlift. I'm going to show them to you both with and without weight. And then once the exercise starts, I'll try to do a little bit of half and half, okay? So if you have the weights, our setup is going to be feet about shoulder width apart, okay? Now when you go down, your knees aren't gonna bend that much. Think about your butt going backwards and forwards. So kind of like if there was a drawer you're trying to shut with your butt, that's how your butt's kind of sticking out. You wanna keep a neutral spine, don't round the low back, and then you're gonna come up, squeeze the buttocks, okay? Engage your core the whole time, shoulders stay back, and knees don't bend very much. Just think about the hips going back and forth. If you don't have the weight, simply you're gonna pretend that you're holding a bar or dumbbells, and you're gonna do the same exact motion. Squeeze the butt on the way up, okay? Keep the core and the glutes engaged the whole time. We are also working the hamstrings, but focus on the core and the glutes. That way you don't put that much pressure on your low back, okay? All right, guys, ready? We're gonna go in 3, 2, 1, and slow on the way down. And bring those hips forward. Squeeze those glutes. Good, so we're getting some hamstring work out of this. The glutes are getting some work, and we're getting a little bit of the forearm flexors if you have that weight, okay? And again, think about hips going back and forth. You're not bending at the knees very much. Those hips are just going forward and back. And as they come forward, you squeeze those glutes and keep that core engaged the whole time. All right, you're doing an awesome job. Keep it up. Almost done. All right, this is our last one. We're gonna really squeeze on the way up and done. Great job. All right, we're going to switch into our squat. So we're gonna have our feet a little bit wider than shoulder width apart, toes straight ahead, shoulders nice and back, and we're gonna squat down and come back up. Now pay attention to your knees. You don't want them crossing in front of your toes. So think about sitting back and coming up, okay? Don't let the knees going forward. You don't want it to go forward too much, okay? So think about sitting back like you're on a chair and come up, okay? If you don't have weights, that's okay. Hands behind the head, same exact thing. You're gonna squat and come up. All right, you guys ready to get started? Let's get started with these squats in 3, 2, 1. You've got this. We're gonna squat down and up. Good. You wanna match your breathing? You are going to exhale as you're coming up and inhale as you're going down. Good. You're gonna squeeze those glutes as you come up. Good, and you're gonna use those quads as you're going up as well. Good, so we're getting a little bit of glutes, quads, hamstrings, your abs, because you're keeping that core nice and tight and upright, and we're also working those calf muscles. Good. You've got this, keep going. If you don't have weight, hands behind the head. Few more. All right, last squat, and done. All right, we're gonna switch to a side lunge. So if you don't have any equipment, you're simply just gonna step to the side. You're gonna lunge, put all your body weight on that one leg, and then come back to center. Then we're gonna do the other side. Put all your body weight on that one leg, and come back to center. Now, if that's too hard, you can simply decrease the range of motion and not come down as far, okay? Now, if you have weight, you're gonna take one dumbbell. You're gonna put your hands on it like this, so you're gripping it like as if you're going to do a goblet squat, and you're going to step out, down, come back, and then other side, okay? Guys, ready? You've got this. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Let's go right side, center, and left side, center. Good. Good, so you should be exhaling as you come down on that knee, and inhaling as you come back up. Good. You're doing great. Keep going. We're working those quads and those glutes mainly. A little bit of the inner thigh too. Good job. You're doing great. A few more. All right, last one. And bring it back to center. Great job, great job. All right, for our next one, we don't need any weight. If you have something to hold on to, like a chair, maybe a door frame, something sturdy to hold on to, definitely hold on to something to support yourself. I'm gonna show it to you without supporting myself, but if you need to, definitely hold on to something. We're gonna start with a kick back. So what you're gonna do is you're simply gonna kick that leg back and then switch sides, okay? So we're getting our glutes involved, our medius, minimus, and maximus on this one, and a little bit of that hamstring. All right, you guys ready? All right, in 3, 2, 1, you've got this. We're gonna kick back and switch sides. All right, if you want, you can really put some oomph into it, really get those legs moving. Or if you want to do it a little bit slower, that's okay. And remember, hold on to something, you know, like a chair, something sturdy would be good. But if you don't, keep kicking with me. You've got this. Think about those glutes. We're getting that buttocks nice and tight and strong. Okay, keep kicking. You've got this. And again, you can slow it down or you can go nice and fast. All right, last kick and done. All right, now we're gonna add to these kickbacks. So for the next one, we're gonna kick back and then hip abduction. And we'll switch sides, kick back and then hip abduction. Again, hold on to something if you need to. If you feel like you can balance, go ahead and try, but always make sure you're going at your own pace and doing whatever's safe. All right, ready guys? We're gonna start in 3, 2, 1, and kick back and hip abduction. Kick back and hip abduction. You've got this. So you're also getting a little bit out of that stabilization leg that you're balancing on. If you're not holding on to anything, that's okay. Good. Keep going. You've got this. So by adding that hip abduction, we're getting in the TFL and those hip abductor muscles. Good. Keep going. You've got this. Smoothing out the side as we do that hip abduction. That's smoothing out this whole side part of your leg and your hip. Good. Kick and hip abduction. Kick and hip abduction. And done. All right, guys, next one. You don't need weight for this one, but you can add weight if you'd like to. We're going to do some calf raises. All right, so you're going to simply feet shoulder width apart. You're going to come up on your toes and slow on the way down. Up on the toes and slow on the way down. You want to make it harder? Go ahead. Add some weight. You got water bottles? Grab those water bottles. Soup cans, dumbbells, whatever you have. All right, feet shoulder width apart. Ready? In 3, 2, 1. Up on the toes and slow on the way down. Up and slow. Good. So you should be breathing out as you come up and inhaling as you bring those heels back down. Don't let yourself rock back and forth. You want to control this motion. So come down really slowly. Good. And if you want to make it harder, you can stay up here for a second and then slowly bring it down. Good. Keep that whole body tension. You want to make sure your core is engaged. Shoulders are nice and back. Head and neck are in a nice neutral position. And we are coming up on those tippy toes and slow on the way down. Working those calf muscles. All right, last one, bring it back down and done. Great job, everyone. All right, we're gonna run through that once more. So go ahead, grab some water. I'm gonna join you. And then we're gonna do that one last time, followed by a finisher exercise, and then we'll cool it down. All right, so ready for that deadlift? So if you don't have weight, feet are gonna be shoulder width apart. You're gonna simply pretend like you have a bar. Think about hips going backwards and hips coming forward. So the knees don't really bend too much. Hips are going back and forward, okay? Think about shutting a drawer with your butt, like you're trying to just shut that door with a butt, okay? All right, if you have weight, same exact thing, feet shoulder width apart. You're gonna think about bringing those hips back and forward. All right, ready? In 3, 2, 1, you've got this. Shoulders nice and back, core engaged. And slow on the way down, and squeeze the glutes, keep the core engaged as you come forward. Great job. You should be exhaling as you come up and squeezing the buttocks, and inhaling as you're moving those hips back. Good, great job. We're getting the hamstrings, glutes, and the forearm flexors in this exercise. A little bit of everything, and the core. Keep that core engaged. Good, and for those following along at home, without the weight, same exact thing. I'm gonna join you. Squeeze, go nice and slow. You don't wanna speed this up. Keep that back neutral. Don't let it round. Don't let the low back round out. You're doing great, keep going. Last one. Finish strong, you've got this. And done. Perfect, let's transition into those squats. Again, if you don't have weight, feet shoulder width apart, hands behind your head, shoulders nice and back, core engaged. We're gonna squat down and back up. And again, go as far down as you're comfortable. So if that's as far as you can go down, that's fine. Do whatever fits you best. If you've got weight, same thing, except your hands are gonna be down by your side. Feet shoulder width apart, shoulders nice and back. You're gonna squat down and up. Guys, ready? All right, let's go in 3, 2, 1, and squat, and up. Good. Squeeze those glutes as you're coming up. Awesome. Bring a little bit of the quads, hamstrings, glutes, and calves. And you're also working your core by keeping that torso upright, all right? It's really easy to fold forward. Try to keep that core upright. If you're following along at home, I'll join you. Hands behind the head. Keep squatting. You're doing fantastic. Good. Remember that breathing. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Great job. Almost done. Almost done. All right, last one. And up. Great job. All right, we're going to transition back into that side lunge. And again, if you don't have weight at home, simply you're going to step to the side. Put all your body weight on that one leg. Then to the other side. Transfer all your body weight to the other leg. And back to center. If you are at the gym or if you have a dumbbell, we're going to grip this with palms facing up. Same thing. We're going to step to the side, come back to center, and then the other side back to center. All right. Guys, ready? Let's go. In 3, 2, 1. You've got this. And let's start with the right side. And back to center. Now the left side. Back to center. Good. And always work with your own range of motion. So you might only be able to step out so far and come down. That's perfectly fine. You got to work within our means. You're doing great. Keep going. We're getting a little bit of those quads, hamstrings, glutes, and the inner thigh on this one. And remember, you can go at your own pace. So if you want to make it quicker and do kind of like a little skip step, that's fine. All right, last one. And done. Great job. All right, let's do those kickbacks. Again, make sure you have something to hold on to for balance if you need to. If not, try to find a point on the wall or maybe just stare at the screen. It'll help you balance, all right? Okay, so for kickback, we're simply just going to kick back and then switch sides. All right, we're working our glutes. In 3, 2, 1, let's start. Right leg, kick. Left leg, kick. Good. You've got this. Sometimes bringing the hands forward will help you balance a little bit more, but do whatever feels best for you. Good. If I had something to hold on to, I'd probably be holding on to it too. All right, you're doing great. And again, you can slow it down or you can speed it up. Whatever fits your pace, go ahead. Good. Don't forget that breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Good. You're doing great. You've got this. Keep kicking. Think about those glute muscles. Almost done. All right. Last kick. And done. All right. Now we're going to build on top of that kickback, and we're going to add that hip abduction again. All right. So we are going to kick back and then hip abduction. And then other side, kick back and then hip abduction. All right. You want to make it harder. Don't let your foot touch in between. So when you kick back, go right into hip abduction if you want to make it harder. You want to make it easier, kick back, touch down, and then hip abduction. All right, ready? In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Right leg back and hip abduction. Other side, left leg back and hip abduction. You're doing great. You've got this. Keep going. So by adding the hip abduction, we're adding in the TFL and other hip abductors. Great job. You've got this. You're doing great. We're really toning out our posterior chain and the side of the hip by adding that hip abduction. Good. And take your time with it. If you want to slow it down, kind of go a little bit slower, that's fine too. You're doing great. Almost done. Good. Last leg. Kick back, abduction, and done. Great job. All right. Let's get those calves in one last time. Again, if you don't have any weight, feet are going to be shoulder width apart, and you're simply going to come up on those tippy toes and slow on the rebound. Want to make it harder? Stay up on the tippy toes a little bit longer before coming back down. If you've got the weight, same exact thing. Feet shoulder width apart. Step shoulders nice and back. Engage that core. Up on the tippy toes and slow on the way down. Don't let yourself rock back and forth. Control the movement. Ready? In 3, 2, 1, and up. Slow on the way down. You've got this. You're doing great. We're working those calves. Good. And again, slow as you come down. Don't Don't just drop down. Don't let gravity bring those heels back down. You control the movement. All right, you want to make it harder? You're going to hold it up here for a second and then come back down, okay? Good. You've got this. Keep going. Those calves are going to be nice and tight and strong. Almost done. Last one. Hold, hold, and slowly bring it back down. Great job, everyone. All right, but we're not done yet. We've got one last exercise. So if you're at home, grab a mat or a towel, or make sure you're on a rug, someplace that's not a hard surface. That way it protects your spine. And we're going to do a single leg glute bridge. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to lay on our backs like we're in sit-up position. And then, so you know this floor bridge is going to be a similar motion, except you're going to bring one leg up in the air. You want to keep your heels close to your butt, and you're going to bring it up, pause, and slow on the rebound. Now we're going to count these out. We're going to do 10 on each side, and we're going to do it twice. So let's start with our right leg up in the air, and we're going to go for 10. Ready? And up, 1. Slow on the way down, and up, 2. Good. 3. You want to be exhaling as your butt is coming up. 4. Slow, bring it back down. Inhale, and up. 5. Great job. Halfway. 6. You've got this. 7. 3 more. 8. Really feel this in your glute. A little bit of that hamstring. 9. Last one for this side. And 10. Slowly bring that back down, and we're going to switch sides, all right? So now our left leg will be straight up in the air, and we're going to lift using our right. Ready? And 1. Slowly bring it back down. And 2. Okay, squeeze that glute. And up. 3. Good. Bring it back down. And 4. Great job. Keep going. You've got this. 5. Good. Halfway. Halfway. 6. 7. Getting closer. 3 more. 8. Good job. 9. Last one for this side. 1 more. And 10. All right, bring it back down. We're going to take a second. Stretch it out if you need to. We're going to do that one more time. All right, right leg up in the air. Ready? And we're going up, pushing up using our left leg. And go. And 1. Slowly bring it down. And 2. Good. You've got this. You're doing great. 3. Good. You should be exhaling as you come up. 4. Slowly bring it back down. And 5. Good. 6. Getting closer to the end. 7. Last 3. Last 3. 8. Good. 9. Last one. 1 more. And 10. Great job. All right. Last leg, last side. We've got this. Ready? And we're going up. Left leg should be in the air. Right leg's the one doing the work. Ready, set, and go. We've got 1. Slowly bring it down. Up. 2. Great job. You should be exhaling as you come up. 3. Good. Inhaling as you come down. And 4. Good. 5. Almost there. Halfway. 6. Good job. You've got this. 7. Last 3. Last 3. Almost there. 8. 2 more. 2 more. 9. Last one. You've got this. Finish strong. 10. And relax. Great job, guys. That was awesome. So now that we just worked out our legs, now we're going to stretch them out. So we're going to start with a seated hamstring stretch. So our legs are just going to be straight in front of us, and we're going to lean forward and reach as far as we can. So if you can grab your calves, that's fine. You can grab your ankles, that's great. You can grab the toes, go for it, just until you feel that tension going along the back of your leg where your hamstrings are, okay? And we're going to hold this one for 20 seconds, starting now. Good job. This is a good time to focus on your breathing. Really in through the nose, out through the mouth. Kind of try to slow it down a little bit. We're going to start to cool down. So let that heart rate slow down. Blood flow is going to slow down. Breathing will slow down. And eventually your temperature will cool down as well. Good job. You're doing great. Almost there. Great. All right, and gently release. Good job. So now we're gonna do our figure 4 stretch, and we're gonna stretch out our hips, low back, and glutes. So we're gonna get back into that sit-up position. We're gonna take our right leg. We're gonna cross the right ankle over the top of the left thigh, and then we're gonna take the left leg and pull it in just until you feel that tension in your glutes. All right. You're also gonna feel this kind of go up the hip a little bit and a little bit in that low back. All right, we're gonna hold this one for 20 seconds starting now. Great job. And if there's a certain part of this workout that you loved, I'd love for you to leave it in the comments. If there's an exercise that you'd love to see, leave that in the comments as well, and hopefully we can work it into future workouts. Great job. Gently, gently release. We're gonna switch sides. So now we'll take that left leg. We're gonna cross that left ankle over the top of the right thigh. And then we're gonna pull that right leg in just until we feel tension in that left glute. Great job. And again, you might not be able to put your hands around here. You might only be able to grab that thigh. That's fine too. Just work with the range of motion that you've got. Good job. Almost done. And gently release. All right, we've done the hamstrings. We've done the glutes. Let's get those quadriceps stretched out also. So we're going to do a standing quadricep stretch. So again, if you have something to hold on to for support, definitely hold on to. I don't have anything, so I'm going to show you a little trick to help you balance. So we're going to start by bringing our right heel up towards our buttocks, and we're going to hold. And a little trick from field hockey camp, go ahead, take your finger, place it on your belly button. I am not sure why this works at all, but it helps a lot of people balance, and maybe it'll help you too. All right, so we're holding this for 20 seconds. Good job. So just so you feel a little tension in that quadricep, and we're holding, okay? Good job, we're almost there. Good. All right, we're gonna gently release this back down, and we're gonna switch sides, same exact thing. Go ahead, pick up that other leg, bring it in, and again, hold on to something if you have something to hold on to. If not, go ahead, try that belly button trick, see if it works for you too. Good job, you've got that. Focus on the breathing. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Great, almost done, almost done. All right, and gently release. Great job, everyone. My legs are sure feeling that workout. I hope your legs are feeling it just as much as mine are. Make sure you keep tuning in with us Monday through Friday for new workouts to keep you moving. And don't forget to check out the Planet Fitness mobile app for even more ways to stay motivated. I'll see you next time.